Oh, the last minute switch around. So, the Jayce into the Kennen this time, and DAMWON flexing on a dime here by the looks.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Jayce top lane with the fasted Wukong on the bottom side of the map, with definitely a more slow-moving composition here out of DAMWON Gaming this time around. Apart from maybe Nuguri being able to get a bit of control in the earlier stages, this is certainly an opportunity for Dynamics in the earlier stage to make some things happen.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised they ended up going for this as their last pick, but I guess they're wanting a little bit more options and I guess some poke back with the Jayce. Now they can siege with him and Orianna. Dynamics' team composition, again, it's one of those ones that it's not congruent with how they've been approaching so many other games so far in the split, and it just feels so bizarre to see them
make it work as we jump onto the Rift. For game number 2, DAMWON currently lead 1-0. But Dynamics with a chance to answer back, and this is a tenacious team. They don't give up easily.
Yeah. And we'll see what ends up transpiring in the early stages of the game.
We got 3 of a kind on the phase rush here. I don't know why I'm making so many poker references.
Yeah, have you played recently? Or?
No, I haven't.
Oh, right.
I was thinking about it. I bought a deck of cards the other day.
Okay.
When Brendan came over, and us and our partners, I was talking to Brendan like, should we play it? And none of our girlfriends have actually, you know, played poker before, and Brendan didn't want to teach them. I was sad. I thought it would be fun. But maybe it's one of those games where you have a bit of an unfair advantage if you've been playing for over 15 years.
All right.
And
well,
you try and have a competitive game. I don't know. Oh, got some sweeping coming through here as our Ghost is going to be discovered with his big old gun. I actually really like this skin. Gun looks really cool.
Yeah, it does. Definitely looks very advantageous, this kind of a skin. Sometimes you can't even tell what exactly you're being hit with.
Yep.
So that's one of the upsides to it. Kennen is just going to start on his wolf camp. And this has been one of the variations that some players have been starting to do, especially when they get invaded, because it removes the ability for the opponent to just steal away your entire blue side.
Ooh, there's a Zenith plate. Ghost getting taken down very low. Piercing Darkness to do some work here as BeryL gets lit on fire. deokdam still trying to kite this one out. Remember, sustain advantage definitely in favor of DAMWON in this lane. Those Piercing Darknesses continue to come out.
Yeah, it's very strange. You have to wonder how much GuGer and deokdam have actually played against this combo down there in bot lane. Now Beyond is moving straight on over to the blue side jungle. He has the blast cone available. Nuguri has the priority. Kuzan is going to be the first one that's able to go. Are they going to flip the coin? They're going to flip the coin. Here we go.
They're looking for Kennen going to get in there with the smite. King's Tribute gives him all of his health back, and he puts down some filthy ground and runs away.
What a
thumbs up from team.
Sinner.
Beautiful. That's what you do.
What an absolute sinner.
Did it work? Yes, it did.
Oh, man.
My hindsight's 20/20.
So if he ends up losing the smite fight there, it's so awful, and it sets him so far behind inside of the game, but ends up winning. GuGer and deokdam, honestly, they're having a really rough time. The wave is in such a beautiful spot right now for Ghost and BeryL. Ghost did just lose his bone plating, but not the end of the world. They're not actively looking to trade. They're just farming grass for the Undying procs right now for Senna. Have hit level 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's the snare. And Ghost, remember, like, he just keeps throwing out Q after Q after Q.
Yeah.
And it gets really worrisome as the Hawk Shot is going to fly up the river. Kennen going to be able to take this Rift Scuttler. I believe the bottom one is going to be taken by Beyond. Grave 76 here on the map. I don't get to see that skin a lot.
Yeah.
See a lot of different ones, but not that one as often. Rich is getting pummeled a little bit in the farm, but you can see Nuguri just playing very far up because of the location of his jungler. And we'll see how ShowMaker is going to be able to go in this lane. We've seen a lot of Oriannas be picked. Not a lot of them actually find too much success. And it feels like a lot of the time you're just giving away lane priority in the mid lane.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily a thing that DAMWON ever gives away because, of course, they have ShowMaker. So Will the ShowMaker effect be enough to actually get them priority where they may not necessarily need it? As okay, BeryL is just going to create a clone of himself, and that's why Leona doesn't work out so well against good old Wukong.
Well, the other thing happening so far inside of this game is because of the wonkiness inside of Dynamics' draft, they can't feel very good if they're losing in these two lanes. I mean, you look at Ashe's CS right now, and it's just
she's
really, really bad.
Down by 12
Yeah.
against a Wukong, which is not super great. But it's almost to be expected. I just feel like Leona Ashe is a very different story. Yes, when you get level 6, you have crazy CC. But they're not going to be able to get through cleanse that easily.
And you can see BeryL is just going to shove in this last wave with Ghost. This is the only timing where they can die to a gank and they know it. That's why they're playing back a little bit.
Yep.
They respect the Fog of War coming from Tribrush because they don't know where Graves is. And so one of the things that is actually really interesting is that GuGer just arbitrarily walks forward in a manner that isn't congruent with his behavior throughout the rest of the laning phase. It can actually feign Graves' presence. And honestly, take a look at that win rate. 1 win in 13 losses.
That's not great. The
Flawless.
only win was flawless on Sorry One Prince. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a stat.
I mean, he's honestly,
He's like Spring Lee Sin. He's picked up his mantle and ran with it.
very sad.
Yeah.
Atlas, very, very sad.
Unfortunate to say the least. Serrated Dirk going to be the first one here for Nuguri, so we're going to go with the very popular these days Lethality Jayce Builderino, and Rich with his perfect Seeker's Arm Guard choice to make sure that the Jayce doesn't have a very good time here in this lane. Beyond going to steal away a bunch of popcorn chicken and then move into this mid lane. ShowMaker playing with his orb. Adorable little skin here as well with this little hat. Like that one a lot. Gets lit on fire though. That isn't good.
Yeah, it's very rude actually. I'm not really quite sure how like Orianna feels about that, honestly.
I'd probably say negatively.
Yeah, I have to really wonder how her body feels when the temperature gets that hot.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like, you know, she's a clockwork.
Right.
So
does it overheat?
maybe it ruins the joints a little bit.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there's a lot of these things we got to ask questions about.
Yeah, these are the important things here.
Yeah, I know. Well, another important thing, I guess, is that the Cloud Drake's going to be taken. The next one's going to be an Infernal. And Dynamics retain control of the early game Drakes, at least. ShowMaker does take away that cannon minion and gets a shove in this lane. So as you can see, 7 CS in the lead is the Orianna. She's having a good time so far. She's looking for a blue buff. Beyond looking for a steal, but he's not going to be able to get it. Throws in a collateral damage for fun. Not really going to find too much for it, though, as BeryL soaks up that volley. Ghost gets a cheeky auto, just wanting to get as many of these grass procs as he can find. And Nuguri stealing plates from Rich.
And Nuguri up here in top lane, taking a little bit of a trade right now.
Yeah.
But down here in I mean, everything is just very ping-pongy. This is the most lull state I think that we've ever had.
Especially for a DAMWON
there
game.
we go.
Yeah, BeryL says no, looks for his second set of knockups, gets it onto deokdam, who has to flash beyond. Might be in the right position, though, as BeryL, yep, he's going to be taken down. Rich teleports in, and he's looking to try and finish this one. Flashes forward. It's a double kill for the top laner. Out of Dynamics. He tried to carry last game and maybe set up to carry this one.
And this one is definitely going a lot better in Dynamics' favor. Rich did TP down bottom, though, so he misses this entire wave. Another turret plate. And we'll see if he can get top for the next wave. Because otherwise it does sort of balance out to an extent.
Yeah.
All things considered. So one of the minion waves is lost by Dynamics. You have Beyond, he comes in here. Now BeryL has flash available, but he knows that there's no point because the teleport in from Rich flashes point blank, manages to get out. They crash the wave into the turret. So at the end of the day though, the gold score not really there for Dynamics. Oh, yeah.
Next on to ShowMaker, but he's not going to need to worry.
Oh!
Ooh, okay. Sneaks in the Paddle Star. Beyond takes away the blue buff. Not going to lose that one this time. As BeryL trying to lane 1v1 against the Ashe. Still, slight advantage.
Yep.
Cull done here for deokdam though, so looking for another few stacks on that one. And has the wave in a very nice spot for safety. The problem is, if you're a Dynamics fan, is that DAMWON's comp is just going to continue getting better. They're down by 500 gold, yes. But when BeryL and ShowMaker can get into a fight together, that's when things can become a bit of a problem here for Dynamics. But any sort of lead that the Ashe can claim for herself is definitely going to be good news, as Ghost shows up to the bottom lane yet again. And the bubble is going to miss onto ShowMaker. Beyond still waiting in the wings, trying to find an opportunity. Going to be able to get there. 2 minutes on the Infernal Drake, which will be our second, meaning that Mountain or Ocean will be our souls this game. Much more exciting than the Cloud one.
He has the volley bearer mode. I hope he uses it again.
All right. Nuguri taking a bit of damage here as the pillar comes down. The pillar of filth, in fact, is Beyond. He turns up, dashes on in, but otherwise isn't going to find too much.
Oh!
Yep, the arrow is going to pierce the heavens. As there's another ulti out of BeryL.
Oh!
The double knockup comes through. No flash on the Ashe this time.
Oh!
Ghost not going to find the snare onto GuGer, who will make it to the safety of his turret. The damage has been done, and there was a slight gold advantage for Dynamics. That's gone now.
Yeah. And at this point now, Nuguri, he's blown open top lane. I mean, Rich should just take this wave back and then freeze it. He's not going to. He will Lightning Rush. Give him a second.
Yeah.
Ready? Here. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Saw him traveling through that lane.
There it is. Well, Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide, and because of that, DAMWON's like, okay, she doesn't have arrow. And they just jump on her immediately. And GuGer, he could have died there too, but really nice sidestep.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So GuGer does keep himself alive at least. Ghost building towards Black Cleaver first by the looks of things. See whether he goes for the Frozen Mallet second on the Senna. It's not a large amount of damage, but it's definitely more of the supportive style.
The other really weird thing here is that Dragon's coming up, and so someone might think, well, why would I freeze at this point in time? And it's, well, you won't beat DAMWON at the Dragon fight. Their items are completed. Zoe is waiting on something. You already have Archangels. Wukong and Senna are a lot stronger than Ashe and Leona at this point in time, and Jayce has control. He's the one with TP.
Yeah,
so
also beating up the Kennen a lot.
Right. Rich has really nowhere to be. He might just run over to the Dragon, but really, I mean, things would just get disastrous.
Oh, wow. Collateral damage used just to try and escape from a potential shockwave. That's real scary. That's another big button that Dynamics don't have available to them. Kuzan has managed to steal himself away a smite, though, which could be good news. Ghost and BeryL thinking about starting a fight. BeryL gets on in there. There's the Cyclone. It was a little bit late. He will find the second knockup as Ashe is taken down before anything. BeryL even able to limp away for a very long time as ShowMaker gets in there, grabs a double kill of his own. And now they should turn their attention to this second dragon of the game in the form of the Infernal.
And I mean, you just know there's no real way that they can try to win this. Now, Rich didn't go
Hail
in.
Mary, yep, flash immediately out from ShowMaker. He cleanses everything, though, gets a shield from the Dawning Shadow, and the Shuriken.
And even the
not
Dragon's getting in.
Yeah, I know, what an aggressive.
What a jerk.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Not great news. 2.5k now the lead for DAMWON. And, yeah, Dynamics. They thought they had an opportunity. Pincers are quite difficult. And DAMWON had to perform one, but they did so very, very nicely.
Well,
Kuzan.
whoa. Yeah, he's
Not
trying to
shopping this time was Canyon.
fish for something. And not able to find it. I just want to point out, by the way, that looks like a shiny Tangela. Zoe skin?
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Tank
know.
growth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, fight comes in here. deokdam just getting lit up immediately. Nuguri comes in from behind. We mentioned he had teleport, and Rich can never be here. There's no universe where, even if he is here, anything really changes in the direct one-on-one fight. He tries to get a little bit sneaky, which they cut off, probably because the Dragon was not having it.
Yeah, and also, I mean, if ShowMaker had have used any of his summoner spells in the last team fight, then maybe things would have been different. But unfortunately for Rich, he was unable to actually get on top of the Orianna because Cleanse and Flash were available.
Yeah.
Having a look at the gold, Nuguri, ShowMaker, and BeryL with the most of it, as a Solar Flare lands, but that is a decoy.
Yep.
So the joke is on you and beyond. Going to waste a bit of time here towards the bottom lane. And this is what we were talking about when it comes to Orianna holding on to some potency. Okay, Nuguri's going to find Rich. Slicing Maelstrom will come down, though, as the exhaust is here. Kuzan picks up a Ghost Blade, and he's going to be able to take down Nuguri very comfortably. But Kennen, we'll see whether he can actually get some work done as the arrow sails by majestically. Shockwave lands, and that is Rich punished for that one. 1 for 1 in the end. And Nuguri dying might actually be something DAMWON are happy about.
Yeah.
Because it seems to make him more powerful.
Well, and you can see that they've rotated for the 15-minute Rift Herald. There's no turret plates remaining, so it doesn't really serve that much of a purpose at this point in the game. All that's happening is Ashe and Leona are losing CS in lanes.
Yeah.
So they're losing CS, they're losing EXP. It doesn't matter about getting the Rift Herald. This is one of those trap things where people autopilot and just sort of do it, but they don't really justify or know why. And obviously, in this instance, it's going to be really bad for Dynamics because it just sets them even further behind. Nuguri, is this an isolated death? I'm not totally sure. I guess not, because he's hugging Canyon when he dies.
He is.
So.
Please help.
Yeah. ShowMaker comes in there, picks up the ball. The Shockwave, interestingly, because of the location, flips Kennen to the other side, but ShowMaker still has enough damage to follow up and get the kill. It's a 3,500 gold lead right now.
Yeah, and it's in favor of the team that does have the scaling edge as well in this particular game. Ghost is going to scale for a very, very long time. ShowMaker, especially with the build that he's gone for, is going to be very, very strong. I think he's going to go Seraphs into Spellbinder, which is going to mean he's going to be very speedy, and the ball repositioning is going to be pretty comfy. So DAMWON very, very happy right now. It's good to see the Orianna actually working. She's felt like a bit of a trap over the last week or so, just with her win-loss. But you could see there was like that brief window of time where where Dynamics had an advantage.
Yeah.
DAMWON sapped it all away.
Oh, BeryL. Oh, he's feigning decoy.
Oh, that was pretty cute. Jumps on top of Beyond. The best attempt to get out that I've seen for a very long time, as he should be able to make it. Shockwave immediately used. Rich just punished. And BeryL's still alive, by the way, guys. Just toying with Beyond and the rest of Dynamics, even given the kill by the rest of his team. Oh, damn. I think BeryL might be getting another one here, LS. He's playing real clean League of Legends.
And, you know, I really want to point out that BeryL, so far here in Summer, he's really just turned a completely new leaf. I mean, whenever I used to think of BeryL, I would think of him inting on tank supports and not really doing anything.
I think of him as like an Alistair one-trick.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, in Summer, he's playing top lane champions as support and carrying on them.
And making them look like completely
making
busted,
them
like
look
Pantheon, Malphite,
very legitimate. And
Wukong.
Normally, players don't have this kind of a turnaround at a point in their career where they've been around for a really long time. It's just not very normal. So you have to wonder, you know what? It was nuclear radiation poisoning. That's what was holding him down this whole time.
Oh, no. Come on, man. It's still too soon. We're going to have a look at this fight one more time. ShowMaker gets very rudely interrupted from his abilities with the good old Ashe arrow, but it does ultimately nothing. And now DAMWON just getting positioning before this Mountain Drake comes up. So Mountain Salt going to be the soul for this game. Earth, Wind, and Fire. And DAMWON getting into position. Probably pretty happy that Dynamics took away the only Cloud Drake.
Yeah.
As now Beyond is down to half health. That was one Shock Blast.
Oh, and here's that Rift Herald. They rotated for it.
There it is.
Yeah, it's doing it. I do believe I saw a look, right hook, left hook. Yeah, died though.
Loved it. Canyon.
Not so good.
He's going to get bubbled for the minute.
Oh!
Solar Flare is going to land. Beyond has taken a lot of damage as now Canyon, with that Subjugate, is so tanky. Despite his low health bar, Kuzan trying to fight this one out as BeryL finds the backline. Rich in so much trouble. ShowMaker has to go the long way around, but BeryL's taking things into his own hands and survives. But I don't even know how, as GuGer's just dead. Oh, he's just going to be left alive, as it should be. The ace, you're exactly right. Orianna finishes that one off, and now DAMWON will be able to grab themselves a couple of turrets in the mid lane, a Mountain Drake, maybe a Baron. They could get whatever they want.
And I mean, that is one of the most explosive turnarounds that I don't think anyone really saw coming. They're going to end up picking up the Mountain Drake for themselves as well. Let's take a look at this one more time. So, pay attention to Wukong on the flank. Really good solar flare. And it looks like they were going to be able to get a pick off of someone. Kennen runs in. BeryL in the backline, goes in assassination mode.
The shockwave.
The shockwave setting up for... Okay, you know, enough.
ShowMaker just showing off as per usual. And Kennen gonna grab DWG their second Drake of the game. 10 stacks on his Magi's. ShowMaker, a very happy boy. He can see the fact that he's probably gonna be able to go home early. Once again, as Dawning Shadow helps ShowMaker out here as sometimes your Kennen just runs into the opposition mid laner. You know?
Well, ShowMaker with the Magi's purchase.
All right, BeryL, gonna get caught out here. Arrow is going to join in. Yeah, that's about everything and the kitchen sink that's going to be taken here as BeryL trying to turn it onto deokdam. Finds another double knockup. My God, I'm giving him the player of the game even for dying in that instant.
Yeah.
It's the best way to die he could have possibly done.
No doubt. Pretty much at this point, DWG, they're 8,000 gold ahead at 20. All it is going to take is one more team fight. And that should be enough for them to convert. Kennen is laughing at Kuzan right now, as he almost has that Spirit Visage completed. He's running on over, has Ghost.
Yeah, has a bubble as well, steals away the blue buff. He's going to get his health back up as well, very casually. ShowMaker has their own blue. Kuzan landing some decent damage, as bubble is eaten there by the troll. He's not going to take too much damage here heading towards Spirit Visage like you were just mentioning. And DAMWON, yeah, this is the Graves not exactly finding the value that Dynamics really wanted in this game.
The cherry on top for me is the Black Cleaver purchase as well. None of the targets have armor.
Yes, is he going to purchase it?
Absolutely, no doubt.
No, I'm saying, like, will he have enough money to purchase it
okay.
before this game's over? That's
right.
what I sort of was thinking. Black Cleaver done for Ghost, though. He does have that one. See where he's going to go next. It looks like it is going to be lethality, so wants the Umbral Glaive as soon as possible for the vision control. As ShowMaker gets flashed on, immediately cleanses. Arrow is going to connect it. ShowMaker surviving for a long time, but ultimately will be taken down as, my God, the AoE coming out of Nuguri is huge. And Kennen is immovable. Finds himself another pillar as Nuguri really wants these pesky minions out of the way.
Oh, BeryL.
1 for 1 there. Oh my God, the shot blast damage is just ludicrous. BeryL, like you were talking about, looking for a potential flank. 2.5 minutes on the Mountain Drake, but ShowMaker did get punished there, and he had a Magi's. It's a lot of stacks down the drain.
A lot of AP was taken off of him. And let's take a look at how this all transpires. So, Canyon's there, and it looks like they were all on the same page with trying to go in. I mean, BeryL is just randomly in bot lane right now. So, I have to wonder, to what degree are they still taking the game 100% serious?
It is DWG, we have to remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit reckless. Really nice shock blast there by Nuguri.
If BeryL had flash, he would have 100% used it. Unfortunately, didn't have that opportunity as Rich.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. There we go. Found him.
That's kind of tanky.
Yeah, he will have another knockup, but flash will have to be employed, but he doesn't have it available. Devastating blow.
Out of mana. Yeah.
Scary.
And Wukong doesn't have any pen, so Seeker's Arm Guard is coming in handy there.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is going to be Baron. That's 2.5, 3-man.
Yeah.
I can count.
2.5 man, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5, 3-man.
I see that.
Yeah.
Nuguri will turn up and get the last few autos on that one. Kennen gets so much of his health back. Love King's Tribute, checking in on that one. He has his Spirit Visage completed. Seraph's Embrace going to be up again very soon for ShowMaker. Kennen hanging out here in the mid lane. Arrow is going to connect. I don't know whether they can kill him in time, even if a bubble lands. Yeah, it's just going to keep walking. Subjugate going to be used, taking a lot of autos, and eventually they take him down. The raid boss himself has been removed as BeryL. There's a control ward there, but I don't know whether it's going to be good enough. There's again, he's just trolling him with his positioning, and GuGer got completely confused. Yeah, deokdam, he doesn't even need an ultimate, does BeryL? Didn't even have it available, and he's still flashing walls to grab kills here. Double for the Wukong from the bottom lane, who I think is winning by about 30 CS as well, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Nuguri lying in wait, looking for Rich, but it's a 1 versus 3, actually, and they're still running away from him. DAMWON, an intimidating team, to say the least.
And with a 10,000 gold lead, the Infernal and Mountain bolstering them as well. I mean, this game does not have much long left in it. BeryL is escorting the bottom minion wave right now. Trinity Force and Death Dance already completed on him. He's back to full HP. At the very least, they'll raise the mid tier 1 and the bot tier 3 turret before being repelled back. But the damage is most certainly done.
Yeah. Mountain Drake is alive. That is opportunity for Soul Point. DAMWON want to get there, but I don't think this game has another 5 minutes in it. As Arrow is going to connect into the back. It lands. GuGer is going to follow up as well. So Ghost is being taken away. Beyond died somewhere. Not entirely sure what was happening there.
Oh, that
Could
pillar.
this be the Penta for Nuguri? He wants to find it. GuGer going to take a lot of damage. That's going to be the oh no, never mind. It's BeryL that locks down that kill, and everybody else is scattered. Kuzan, he's running. He's defecting. He's like, take me, DAMWON. You're a much better team. And no, he's going to come back home again.
And that's going to be it. Crab Rave going out.
Well, it's a flanking teleport from Rich into his own base. As he's looking for it, he's got a cute top hat. But I think he's just dead. Yeah, just no damage available. The Nexus is going to fall. 25.5 minutes, and DWG